finding answers to contemporary security challenges and leveraging our strengths to direct efforts towards an integrated approach. Finally, conduct of Aman exercise and Aman dialogue concurrently affords a special advantage of fusion of intellect and synergy on the field. I foresee enriching discussions from diverse perspectives that should lead us to mutually beneficial and forthcoming partnerships. In the end, I once again express my profound gratitude to the Federal Minister for Defense for gracing this occasion. I'm grateful to all the participating nations and delegates for their invaluable presence here. Your participation reinforces our shared commitment to maritime peace, security, and economic prosperity. I have no doubt that subsequent sessions will generate stimulating discussions besides formal and informal interactions that should help formulate concrete steps towards our common goals. May our collective wisdom guide us towards secure seas and prosperous futures. Long live our maritime partnership, together for peace. Thank you.
I would now like to invite Senator Mushahid Hussain Sayyid for his keynote address on the theme of Aman Dialogue, Secure Seas, Prosperous Future. Ladies and gentlemen, Senator Mushahid.
Good morning and Assalamu alaikum to all the distinguished guests from all parts of the world. In the name of the Almighty, the Lord of all mankind, the Honorable Defense Minister, Khawaja Asif Sahab, the Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral Naveed Ashraf, Admiral Ahmed Said, President of the National Institute of Maritime Affairs, which is now one of the preeminent think tanks. I would first like to warmly welcome the distinguished representatives of the navies from different parts of the world, actually 60 countries, which is making this the biggest ever maritime international conference in the history of Pakistan, for which the Pakistan Navy deserves congratulations. From Australia to Zimbabwe, as they say, A to Z, from Rwanda to Fiji to Timor-Leste, Bangladesh, other countries, we are seeing this huge rainbow of cultures and connectivity through Pakistan Navy. And this is a great fusion of maritime diplomacy, maritime security, and maritime economy. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme and the logo of this conference aptly represents the vision of the founding fathers of Pakistan. Aman Dialogue. Aman means peace in our language. And our great leader, the Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the father of the nation, the founder of Pakistan, and one of the greatest statesmen of the 20th century, had said at the time of the creation of Pakistan that the vision of Pakistan will be peace within and peace without. And Aman Dialogue is all about peace within and peace without. And the logo, which is a very creative logo, shows the rising sun, which was aptly mentioned 90 years ago by the great poet philosopher of the East, Allama Iqbal, when he said, see the sun rising in the east. He had talked of the dawn of the east, the dawn of the Asian century, which we see before us. And together with other elements, the lighthouse shows clarity of direction, the two dolphins symbolizing intelligence and harmony and collaboration, the ship focusing on connectivity and naval power, and the 4 stars epitomizing the linkage between the Navy, the practitioners in maritime, the academia, and the business. Ladies and gentlemen, we are having this Aman dialogue at a time when Pakistan is emerging as a very major hub of regional connectivity and maritime security. Last month, Pakistan assumed for the 13th time the command of the CTF, which was just mentioned by the naval chief, for the 13th time, which is our role in collaboration and cooperation with other navies for promoting maritime security. This is also 2025, the 10th anniversary of Pakistan's expansion of its continental shelf from 200 nautical miles to 350 nautical miles. 50,000 square kilometers have been added, and which is now becoming the pivot, the linchpin of the blue economy. And only last week, our president was in China to promote the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC, which is the flagship of the Belt and Road Initiative of President Xi Jinping of China, in which the Gwadar port is the centerpiece. So, ladies and gentlemen, this conference also epitomizes the linkage between these 3 elements, where maritime diplomacy, maritime security, and the maritime economy, namely the blue economy, are being reinforced. We live in a time of turbulence and transformation, where ports are now emerging as key drivers of change, of commerce, of connectivity. As you are aware, ladies and gentlemen, 90% of global commerce is carried out through maritime trade. So whether it is Neom in Saudi Arabia, or Djibouti in Africa, or Gwadar in Pakistan, or Chabahar in Iran, or Hambantota in Sri Lanka, or Chittagong in Bangladesh, these are the key elements that are taking this element of connectivity forward. And the Pakistan Navy, which is a professional force, peaceful and protective, guardian our maritime frontiers, and also playing a role in the region, is going to be extremely important. And Pakistan today, as you know, is also a member of the United Nations Security Council. So in that platform also, we are playing that role to promote peace and connectivity and cooperation. And given this context that we have such a large gathering, I would like to propose, the Honorable Defense Minister is here, and by the way, he's the right person for this thing because he's an accomplished swimmer himself, by the way, and he has had a close connection with maritime affairs also. So we feel that perhaps the time has come for this new partnership, a partnership between Pakistan, Africa, and the Arabian Sea for blue economy, including the island states, the coastal regions. And I'm so happy that even landlocked countries like Zimbabwe and Rwanda are now part of this initiative, because Pakistan, through CPEC, is playing a role to ensure that the Central Asian republics of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan become land-linked through the port of Gwadar. And that is our role as the hub of economic connectivity and regional connectivity. I would also like to mention that Pakistan's role also envisages close collaboration and a bridge building between the East and the West. And hence we feel that this critical region of Asia Pacific should be a zone of peace, a zone of collaboration, a zone of connectivity among cultures, countries, and civilizations, and not a new arena of conflict or big power competition, or a new kind of a Cold War. We feel that a new world is emerging on the horizon. Pakistan wants to be part and will, inshallah, be part of this emerging, better, peaceful, and prosperous tomorrow based on connectivity, based on cooperation, and based on commerce through the high seas. As the Chief of Naval Staff rightly mentioned in his opening address, that oceans are not just waterways. They are a tapestry of linkages, of fusion that bring together countries and cultures. And that is what our role is going to be. As the great Alfred Mahan once said, that it's not just about power of the sea, it's about to hail that power taken from the sea. And Pakistan and the Pakistan Navy will seize that power from the sea to promote commerce and connectivity and collaboration. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome to all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite our esteemed chief guest, Khawaja Asif, Minister for Defense of Islamic Republic of Pakistan, to share his thoughts and vision on this momentous occasion.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Honorable Chiefs of Navies, heads and representatives of maritime organizations, esteemed guests, participants, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning. It is both an honor and privilege to welcome you all at the inaugural session of the maiden Aman Dialogue. Your presence here today exemplifies the shared commitment of our navies to foster international maritime cooperation and mutual understanding. Today, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Chief of Naval Staff, whose unwavering commitment to foster collaborative efforts for maritime security have made this dialogue a reality, setting a benchmark for international maritime engagements. Ladies and gentlemen, in this era of globalization and interconnectivity, national interests are best served by fostering peaceful international system of interdependent networks of trade, finance, communication, and information. The global economic system is almost wholly dependent upon unhindered activity in the maritime domain. The uninterrupted use of seas and oceans remain the strategic interest of all nations, which further demands the nations synchronize their efforts and resources to extract greater gains. The maritime domain today is a critical crossroads. Our oceans, carrying over 80% of global trade, represent not just shipping lanes, but the arteries of global prosperity. The Indian Ocean in particular emerges as a vital confluence where the destinies of nations intertwine. The Indian Ocean holds over 50% of global oil and gas reserves, with about 20% of refining facilities along its shores. The vastness of oceans and its importance in our shared economic prosperity demands collaboration to further our economic interest while countering rising challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, The world is transforming through an era of unprecedented change. Rising global tariffs have impacted global economy. Great power competitions are stirring up challenges to the existing political and economic structures, leading to an action-reaction, counter-action chain. Deepening global crisis, challenges of climate change, pandemics like COVID has left the international order in disarray. Chaos and uncertainty are trumping stability in our contemporary world. Moreover, maritime domain is also influenced with prevailing threats from non-conventional domain like narco-trafficking, gun running, human smuggling, liquor transportation, terrorism, and piracy. As oceans are precious resources that sustains life on our planet, and thus it is our collective responsibility to preserve and protect them from future generations. These challenges demand a common resolve by all nations, as not a single country has the wherewithal to counter them alone. Technological advancements have also brought significant challenges and opportunities. Unmanned systems demonstrated inexhaustible applications of new technologies, where effective use of low-cost unmanned drones has proven their efficacy in the face of technological superior opponent. Moreover, warfare is not only limited to unmanned systems, but is under transformation through AI-powered systems under gray hybrid conflict. To sum it all, in the era of globalization, rapidly evolving technologies, transition in world power structure, growing threats from non-state actors have made it obligatory for us to sit together, discuss our challenges together, learn from each other, and formulate strategies for the common good of our people. Ladies and gentlemen, opportunities and tremendous benefits at sea cannot be harnessed if we are not aptly geared up against rising challenges. This August gathering has offered us this very opportunity where leaders around the globe can sit together and find solutions to problems. Navy's role in maritime economy indicates the need and relevance of a strong Navy for protection of trade while preserving security and stability at sea. In this context, exploitation of blue economy for socio-economic prosperity enabled by secure maritime environment necessitates our focused attention. Hence, today I wish to highlight three fundamental imperatives that demand our immediate attention. First, the evolving maritime threats, especially after 9/11, where the threat now posed to global common is from non-conventional domain. We face a complex tapestry of challenges, from traditional security concerns to emerging non-traditional threats. Piracy, transnational crime, and cyber warfare coexist with environmental degradation and climate change impacts. These challenges recognize no borders and respect no sovereignty. They demand a unified understanding and coordinated response. Second, the technological revolution in maritime operations. We stand at the cusp of unprecedented technologies advancement. Artificial intelligence, autonomous systems, and space-based surveillance are not merely tools, but transformative forces reshaping maritime security paradigms. Yes, with very technological leap forward, we must ensure our technological pursuits and government frameworks keep pace. Third, the imperative of sustainable ocean development. The concept of blue economy represents more than economic opportunity. It embodies our commitment to responsible stewardship of maritime resources. For nations bordering the Indian Ocean, including Pakistan, this is not merely an option, but an existential imperative. Ladies and gentlemen, the Aman Dialogue represents more than a forum of discussion. It serves as a catalyst for action, a platform for forging lasting partnership, building friendships and enduring relationships, all to resonate, to resolve embodied in the motto of Aman Exercise, Together for Peace. In the end, I commend Pakistan Navy for convening this premier dialogue. Your commitment to fostering regional peace and stability sets an exemplary standard for maritime nations worldwide. May Allah Almighty guide our endeavors and crown them with success. Ameen. Together for Peace, Pakistan Navy Zindabad. Thank you very much.
As we conclude the inaugural session of the Aman Dialogue, we thank all the delegates for their presence. We now invite you to join us for refreshments at the purple and red enclosures. The session will resume at 10:45.